yes, since we're all on camera, I forgot to show you guys my swag from the Guardians game I went to.
It's a portable speaker.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's some good swag. Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
How was it?
There's another XFL
How did
season.
you enjoy it before you had to fucking be quarantined?
It was great. I had a fantastic time at the Guardians game.
Can I make a side note on this? I feel bad for Vince McMahon.
I do too. It's awful.
I mean, there's going to be a second season.
No, I agree with you, but I feel bad because he finally established something, like, way more than what he established the first time. He established something that was, which has already been proven with P.J. Walker and the other signings, a avenue for players to get into the NFL. Like, he established something that's actually worth it. And he got screwed twice with the NFL. The first time was because of high ratings, and it was bumping up against SNL. The second time would be pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, I think, actually, having this happen isn't necessarily bad for the XFL, because all I'm seeing everywhere is how people can't wait for the second season. It's going to make people thirsty for the XFL. The NFL is going to be delayed. Yeah, you get a little taste, and you're going to see the NFL, and you're going to be like, you know what? I like those sideline interviews. I miss the XFL. And the first time the NFL screws up with anything, bad officiating, whatever it is, the XFL is going to be right at the front of people's minds. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. But obviously, you want to have crowned a champion and finished the season. But, I mean, his league is making, I guess, somewhat stars, because I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but Matt Rule intends on having Teddy Bridgewater and P.J. Walker compete for the starting spot. It's not just going to go to Teddy.
I did hear that he was getting signed to the Panthers.
Yeah.
That to me sounds like that's got Hard Knocks written all over it.
Well, also, PJ was Matt Rule's quarterback at Temple.
Oh, and they just got Robbie Anderson, so they got that link up again.
Yep. So it's gonna be definitely interesting. Like I said, first time there's any issue in the NFL, bad calls, player gets suspended for no reason or doesn't get suspended when they should have. First time the NFL fucks up, the XFL everyone's going to be saying, well, the XFL doesn't make these mistakes. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. All right. Speaking of the XFL got canceled. Hey! Coronavirus strikes again.
You just get into the fucking NFL. There's so much shit to talk about in the NFL. Like, what?
Seriously,
the XFL is over, and I think it was a good experiment, but, I mean, might as well go to the NFL.
Yeah, the NFL. So, do you guys remember watching, like, the Animaniacs when you were younger?
Yeah.
And fucking Yakko would always come up with those crazy-ass songs, like the state song, the one for the periodic table of elements. I feel like I want Yakko to fucking do one on all of the free agency and trading that's going on in the NFL. Like, Hopkins to the Cardinals and DJ to the Texans. And just come up with some crazy song to help us wrap our minds around the fun, crazy, and stupid shit that has already gone on in the NFL. Like I just said, Hopkins.
That Hopkins trade. Obviously, everyone's heard the reactions around the league, and I think universally it's getting Bill O'Brien laughed at. Like, are you kidding me? That's your return you get for one of the best receivers in the game?
Yeah. So, I mean, who fucking knows what's going on with Bill O'Brien? I have heard that DeAndre Hopkins was going to hold out for a new contract or a trade, which I don't fucking understand why you would. Like, yeah, I'm going to hold out, on a team that was a fucking one stop away from going to the Super Bowl. One defensive stop away from going to the Super Bowl. Yeah. But just...
The DeAndre Hopkins trade, if you put it into Madden, 2020 would not have been accepted.
Yeah, that's the funniest part of the whole thing.
You could put the exact trade in there, and it said, no, the Texans want more value. That tells you all you need to know about their management in this situation. To the point that I think that Deshaun Watson wants out.
He liked some tweet about, like, the Patriots going and getting him. But,
do you blame him?
No, not when your, coach/GM is, maybe not even good at really good at one aspect of his job, and he's trying to do both, and he's pretty clearly not good at being a GM.
I don't seriously, I said this in a group chat with other friends. If Deshaun Watson goes to the Patriots, I quit football. Like, I quit.
Are you serious with that shit?
Yeah, if Deshaun Watson goes to the Patriots, I quit football. Because why do these teams...
If that's the case, I don't want to hear shit about fucking Dallas. I don't want to hear shit about fucking Penn State.
Oh, no, I quit the NFL. Sorry.
Quit it all together.
I quit the NFL. Because why? I don't understand why teams would be willing to fucking give up years and years of Super Bowls for, fucking stupid shit.
Bill O'Brien's a fucking moron. Haven't we established this?
Yes, he is.
I think we have. So anything's possible with who he trades away on his team. He apparently, I heard some rumor that he compared DeAndre Hopkins to Aaron Hernandez and didn't like the fact that he had multiple baby mamas or some shit.
Comparing to
Aaron Hernandez is never a good thing.
Well,
unless he has gun charges, I don't really want to hear that.
From what I've seen, I don't know. I don't remember who the source was. Someone asked DeAndre Hopkins about that, and he said, to his knowledge, he's never heard him publicly say anything comparing him to Aaron Hernandez.
Well, then he's a step ahead of Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Hang on, I want to change the subject for a second because I want to ask Dan Beebe something. How do you feel about getting Diggs on the team?
Oh, Stephon Diggs? Like it. Curious to see what happens now with Allen. So
that was what I consider a pretty good trade for all parties, and therefore I hate it because I don't like how potentially dangerous that makes Buffalo. They didn't give too much away.
They gave away a first-round pick.
The right amount away. Diggs was pretty clearly unhappy with the Vikings, but the Vikings still got a solid return from him, and I think he'll be happier with a change of scenery after a relationship with the coach and possibly the rest of the team went sour. And his trade immediately showed you how lopsided the D-Hop trade really was because Buffalo did give multiple picks and some high value picks. I think. Well, does anyone know exactly what the picks were? I think it was a second and a third. Did they give up a first?
They gave up a first, I believe.
Yeah. That's an interesting point that you make, though, there, Dan, because it is kind of a comparison. Because I view D-Hop as being a higher level than Diggs, but I think Diggs wanted to be somewhere else. I think the situation was going to be different, and I think that he wanted to go there. But the trade itself is completely different in fact of what Buffalo gave up and what the Texans ultimately got was less. I feel like Buffalo made out better in the deal.
Especially when Todd Gurley was just going to get released. Why are you getting...
I mean, Buffalo's dropped the ball in picking up a running back this year, although I don't count Buffalo out of that either, because last I heard, Buffalo is interested in Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, and they, from what I hear, they really want to get someone that can really just be a 1 or 2 year running back, because they really like Devin Singletary and just want him to develop properly.
Of course, he's got to develop properly, but I mean,
he was very good.
Somebody else.
But yeah,
He's gonna develop.
yeah, it's just...
I don't see them giving up any kind of big money for a running back. I think they'll maybe draft one or get, let the top running back free agents sign elsewhere as they've started to, and then pick up someone for a reasonable contract. So I don't know. Freeman's certainly a possibility. He's older, so I think he'll be a little bit cheaper, even though he's got a good resume.
He's got a good resume, but he's injured.
Yeah, I think it was weird to me that the Broncos went and spent on Melvin Gordon. They had Philip Lindsay and Royce Freeman on nice contracts. I don't know, maybe you're not super happy with Freeman's performance, but you gotta be happy with Philip Lindsay's. And I don't know why you'd all of a sudden just become a big spender on running back and give up a pretty dominant cornerback in free agency. That was kind of strange to me.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I never really thought about that. That certainly adds a question mark. It almost seems like Denver is willing to trade one of those running backs somewhere else.
Potentially.
Yeah, and I don't think, and this is going to change soon once they actually realize how wrong they are, but it appears like teams that have good secondary are underappreciating how good they actually are and are willing to get rid of them for very little. I mean, another Bills signing, Josh Norman. I mean, he runs his mouth a lot, not necessarily a good guy for the locker room, but he was like one of the few bright spots for the Redskins.
He's on a prove-it contract.
What was that?
He's on a prove-it contract. It's a 1 year. You need to prove who you are. Like, Josh Norman I got when he was in Carolina. He was underestimated. He was undervalued. He was underconsidered by all of the people in his league. And then he got to talking. He went to Washington. He had issues guarding some of the better receivers in the league while he was in Washington. And now he needs to prove it for Buffalo. Prove that you are the cornerback that you say you are, or get the fuck out.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I won't be buying either one of those jerseys either.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't buy that fucking jersey. If anything, you should buy Josh Allen.
No. Or
No.
Diggs.
John Brown.
John Brown. But see, here's the thing that I loved about the Diggs trade is the fact that it moved everybody to the exact position that they need to be. Diggs wants to be a number one. He's upset that he's not really getting that spotlight because of Thielen. But now that he is in the situation that Buffalo will consider him the number one, he will be that. It puts John Brown in his natural position, which is 2. And it puts Beasley where he exactly needs to be in the slot because he just runs routes and gets open. You're giving Josh Allen a crap ton of what he needs, but you need a running back behind him to be able to have that threat